Hey, True Believers Angleton here. I woke him up, and found this article. Actually, I saw a. Okay, so I'm blanking out. So anyway, kids, I found this Heather Antos article as I was perusing through what to talk about today, and I was gonna do a whole live stream. My wife's gone. I have nothing better to do this afternoon to address some comments, and I saw this article and I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious? She's back in the freaking news. This is freaking 2018 all over again. Heather Antos of all people, ladies and gentlemen, is starting some crap. So I was like, okay, let's see what this is all about. And I figured, why not? Let's do a live stream about Heather Antos. Here we go. And I figure, what the heck, let's do this. I haven't done a daytime live stream in a while. I actually feel a little bit rusty here. So anyway, Heather Antos decided, what the heck, let me go on Twitter and try to make myself a victim of something again. That's kind of what happened in the first place with the whole milkshake thing. She posted a picture. They went out for milkshakes for Flo Steinberg, little women getting together kind of thing. And a couple of kids pulled her tweet over and said, oh, wow, she looks bangable. And then it became a whole thing. It was literally a day of people arguing back and forth. And I remember I caught hell because I asked, well, where's the tweet? What's the proof? Hello to Eloise and hello to Miss So. How you doing? In the comments there. And that's what I said. I actually got into a big freaking argument with Ron Mars because he was defending. I'm like, wait, and she's, oh, we need more women in comics. I was like, well, don't we just need better writers and artists? Which I think he took that to mean that can't include women, which I thought that was weird. So I don't have a lot of use for Heather Antos beyond occasionally she says something stupid and hey, there's content there, I guess. You don't have to comment on everything. I put it in the comment section. That'll work. Okay, so anyway, former Star Wars editor Heather Antos attacks independent creator for promoting books on YouTube. We know where this is going. As soon as I saw that, I was like, she went on Ethan's channel, didn't she? And a passive-aggressive tweet, Antos stated, absolutely heartbreaking to, well, here it is. Absolutely heartbreaking to witness someone you used to respect, admire, and call a friend actively choose to align themselves with extreme toxicity. Look, I'm not a fan of that crowd, and I do know that there are elements there that can be, as the kids are saying today, or at least the dumb ones on Twitter, toxic. But what the business is it of yours, Heather? Seriously. This person made a book, and they want to get their book out to a big audience. Ethan Van Sciver is not a bad guy to go to. If he likes what you're showing and such, by all means. So this person, Camos Mills, says, did that friend join CG? She says, yep. Now, did this person join Comicsgate, or are they just promoting their book? Once again, what was the thing, Michael Jordan? Even Republicans buy tennis shoes. I'm sorry, if you're selling a product, you want to sell that product to as many people as you possibly can. So it says this tweet initiated speculation by several professionals as to why anyone would join Comicsgate. None who commented noticed that within hours of making the tweet, Antos complained about having trouble affording rent with her editorial work. Yes, we all know DC and Marvel pay shit these days. Have they been? I don't know. Yeah. So saying, have they been kidnapped? And she says, I'll tell you what, I definitely took for granted my previous landlords who didn't increase my rent for an entire 7 years. This $400 increase after 1 year in a new place is hitting. Wow. I've never had an increase like that. I'm not saying that she's lying or anything, but holy crap, it would definitely be time to leave. I assume that she got word that it would be this kind of increase. So I don't know, maybe she couldn't move but I would tell my landlord to go themselves and I'd be moving on. So the article goes to say, The comic book industry has been under fire for years for underpaying their talent, which Antos herself has made comments about. Many of the professionals who have joined Comicsgate have voiced how much better they've been paid since joining the movement and releasing their own independent comics via crowdfunding. And you're hearing that not only are you hearing that they're being paid better, but you're also hearing that people are just enjoying working on their own stuff rather than somebody else's. You can only take Spider-Man and Batman in certain directions. And these days you can only take them in one or two directions, race swap or change their gender and sexuality. Otherwise there is no daring storytelling. And I'm sorry, swapping isn't daring or storytelling anymore. These comics sell particularly well when creators appear on Ethan Van Sciver's Comic Artist Pro Secrets channel to promote their product. And once again, why would you not? If you were able to go on Ethan's channel to promote your book, why wouldn't you? I mean, of course, if you morally, or maybe you had an argument or something, or did a 4-hour debate with him or something, and it just kind of rubbed you the wrong way. Maybe. I don't know. Joe Rogers says $400 increase in rent. That's got to be some kind of scam. It sounds like it, doesn't it, Joe? One such individual who has done so is former Marvel Comics inker and creator of Fiendish, Irene Strakowski. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry if I butchered it. Who appeared on Sciver's channel several times while promoting her book Fiendish, which eventually raised $53,390. Antos' tweet is rumored to be in regards to Strakowski as she prepares to launch her Indiegogo campaign for Fiendish Chapter 2. And this is the cover. Little anime-ish, not bad. Alrighty. In fact, Strakowski made her own tweet thread responding to Antos' complaint. She implied, is this going to be right down here? There we go. Let's be clear about one thing, she says. If you weren't there to support me while I was in the trenches for years trying to get my dream project off the ground, then you have no right to tell me what to do or who I promote my book with. I got news for you. Even if you were there, you don't have a right to tell her who and where and why she needs to promote. It's just not your business. Yeah, thanks for your support, but it is her business. If you consider someone a friend, then you wouldn't be silent for years only to message them with a veiled threat just as their dream project is coming true. When you respect someone, you don't try to ruin them over simply speaking to people you don't like. And that actually can happen. Comicsgate has a reputation. And in the comics industry, you even get associated with it. Well, you saw it. She is evil now that she went on Ethan Van Sciver's channel. It's ridiculous the way they act towards this. If you do not follow their writ, if you do not follow their politics, if you do not follow their way of being, then you're blacklisted. And that's been just the way it's been going for them. Strakowski did confirm to Bounding into Comics she had recently been warned by another colleague aside from Antos that she would be blacklisted. Oh, he's saying backlisted, but supposed to say blacklisted, I'm sure, for associating with Ethan Van Sciver. This colleague also warned her that Comicsgate had a bad reputation within the industry. Some of it deserves, some of it not quite so much. Several comic industry professionals responded to Antos' tweet. Jimmy Palmietti, best known for his work on Harley Quinn, said, I try to call out privately to that person and have an honest conversation, making my point of view clear, and at the same time try to understand what made them go that way. They deserve a chance to explain. The least I could do for someone I consider a friend. That, to me, is more of a dig at Heather Antos. Yeah, okay, you don't agree with them, but why are they doing this? Okay, hope no video or audio on this end. Hope everything is... Are you guys hearing me? I'd hate to be sitting here talking and like nothing's going through because everything over here is actually sounding okay. Michael Avon Oming, who created Powers with Brian Michael Bendis, tweeted, "It's worse. So sorry, I've lost a hero and a friend to that kind of crap." And Mahmoud Asur, having recently worked on Uncanny X-Men, followed with, "Ugh, that sucks. Such a letdown." Why would you even freaking worry about it? It's her business. Just say congratulations for getting your book off the ground. Holy crap, these people are bigots. Several other comic book professionals consoled Antos for her tweet. Consoled her. This is the freaking thing. She's not a victim here. If anybody, Strakowski, I'm going to go back and try to read it here. Was it Strakowski? Yeah. She's the victim on this one. Heather Antos is just holy crap. It's like she pushed someone down and then complained that the person hurt her hands. She's not a victim. She didn't lose a friend. She threw a friend away. There's a difference. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. This is amazing to me. It appears as if the comic book, it isn't really, because you know what? I've had the same freaking conversation. I've had the same, God, I made this video before. I did a little video about Perch and Thinking Critical, Wes being kind of like the spearhead of this new, for lack of better words, comic book revolution. I don't want to put the CG label on them because it doesn't mean what it used to mean. But I also joked about how the fact that they're making all the same videos I've already made. I was kind of joking in a way of Simpsons did it kind of thing, because I've done these videos 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. This is the same thing. She started this same shit with a milkshake and then just continued. She found out she can make herself into a victim, and here she is literally victimizing someone else and then being treated as if she were a victim. It appears as if the comic book industry appreciates political-related gossip and the abandoning of friends when it suits their causes. Ironically, the behavior of Antos and her core friends on this thread is the reason Comicsgate came into being. It kind of was. It was the social justice stuff. It was what would now be called woke. And I remember I saw that we were doing the same videos, so made a video about how we were making the same videos, and people were like, hey, like-minded, let's get together. They actually, the other side, the woke side, actually labeled us Comicsgate. That is not a name we chose. It's just a name we embraced. In 2017, an article was published in the Federalist forcing political correctness on employees and characters is killing Marvel Comics. Wow. Which detailed how Marvel employees routinely place politics ahead of their job and how no diversity of political opinion could be found at the company after an extensive research. And by the way, yes, this is a ridiculous scene. I recommend you read Thor 5 just for it. In 2022, it appears the climate in mainstream comics has become so filled with extreme toxicity, to use Heather's words, to where pros will gang up and attack their fellow creators for daring to sell their books independently. What do you think of comic book industry reaction to creator joining Comicsgate? Leave a comment. Okay. Yeah. And hey, by all means, leave a comment in this video as well. Well, I like to go a little bit further. First of all, I don't think anyone's joining anything just because they want to promote something. That being said, who cares? Seriously, is the book good? Okay. That's all you should care about. Let's see. I have to catch the rewind, not seeing. Well, sorry, Miss So. I know she can't hear it. It says waiting for England team loves comics still. Oh, refresh. Somebody send her a message. Refresh. Yeah, here we go. Let's get that refresh or your page there, Miss So. Because that'll come back to it. My TV sometimes does that. Yes, I give myself my own views because I'm that desperate. So there you go. That actually would work. My bird is going to. She heard the door open outside, and now he's like, oh, we're gonna go. Are we gonna go out? No, we're not. I have a show to do. I'm doing a show. Thank you very much. This is Twiddles. This is my bird. Occasionally I get comments, I can't watch your channel because of the bird. I understand. I get that. I'm sorry if he bothers you. Gail decided the best place for him was in our room, even though I said, hey, can we put him downstairs? Because I do a show. But basically, I lose all the arguments. So there you go. Let me stop sharing this. See, I want to go a little bit further with this because I was looking for the original tweets and such. I'm not a big fan of how did I block it? I did. Of how Bounding into Comics doesn't link the tweets. And I just realized that I turned off what I was going to do next. So, hey, professionalism, kids. Here we go. Okay, I'm searching up Heather Antos. And let's, oh, wow. I'm just trying to find the thread right now. I know this is incredibly professional. Okay, let me see. Let me see here where we find it. This is intriguing radio, ladies and gentlemen. This is intriguing live stream right here. When it goes off the rails because I accidentally closed what I was going to talk about. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Artists don't move the needle. Why do I know Heather Antos' name, but not the hot young artist at the big two? Why are artists second-class citizens in their own business? Someone is asking. That's actually good. Well, because she says stupid things and people like us get her name out there. It's true. We're just perpetuating, I guess. That's what happens if you make enough noise. But great. Now I'm not finding it. I had a hard time finding the actual tweet. You know, like when something begins to trend, and then all of a sudden you can't find out why it's trending. Like, whoops. That kind of just happened because I spent a little bit of time really trying to find that tweet, and now I can't find it. I feel like such a dumbass. Okay. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna go through and respond because I had the whole freaking page lined up and everything, but unfortunately, I can't find the original tweet. And Bounding in Comics don't actually link to the tweets. So holy crap, that was going to be that. Oh well, que sera, as they say. Whatever will be, will be. They did. I apologize, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Complaining about Heather Antos in 2022 is a waste of time. She gained her power through all the exposure. This is not a bad take, by the way. That's actually kind of what I just said. The thing that sucks about comic news is most of the interaction information comes from Twitter, and Twitter is a bad platform. I do agree with that too. One slick dude is saying better to screenshot your data. If that happens, you can readily grab it. Actually, I got this new keyboard thing right here, and it does say it has a screenshot function. Haven't been able to make it work. I would be doing so much screenshot stuff, but I hit the right buttons, nothing works. So there I stand as far as all that is concerned. So hey, what's up? Come here. What's going on? That's Elizabeth. It's not Mama. It's Elizabeth. She's just walking in and out. Shush. Here you go. Chill out right there. Okay. There you go. Now fly to her. Go. All right. Take him because you keep opening doors and now he's loud because of you. It's your fault. My daughter just walked in, guys. What's up? Can we go to the bank? Guys, I am being called away. My daughter needs me. But there you go, kids. That's my take on the whole Antos thing, and then the collapse of my live stream because I freaking accidentally closed out the whole Twitter stream that I was going to go off on, because I really did. I started reading it and I really did find a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, guys, come on. You can't possibly think this, but they do. They do. And it is just outrageous. It is. But there you go. Okay. So I'm going to close it out here. Thank you very much. Give your daughter money. She loves you. My daughter makes more money than I do. Because I do this and I do the auction, but since they nerfed my channel, my daughter actually makes more money than I do. Go figure. She's awesome though. Great artist too. I'd say she's a really good artist, and she is a fantastically talented colorist. So I just proud papa here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Twitless. I just decided do a live stream. See, and I was going to do comments. That's also something I was going to do. I wanted to answer some comments. So Elizabeth, give us some time. We'll pop out in just a few. Okay. All righty. There you go. She's awesome. My daughter's awesome. I'm sure no father has ever said those words before. Hey, Elizabeth. Sorry about this, guys, but the bird's about to escape. Oh, goodness gracious. So let's get to these things. I wanted to do the if Captain Cummings. Oh no, I didn't know. Hey, Captain, what's up, man? I didn't know you changed the name. How you doing? Hope everything's going well with you and yours. All righty, so I'm gonna get to this because I wanted to address the comments. I just think that's something. In all honesty, I don't do as much as I used to. So I figured I'll go over some of the things that have been said on this channel and on the others for the newest videos. And here we go. Okay, yeah, you coming back to me after she abandoned you? Is that what that's what this is? That's what this is. Come here, boy. There you go. Right on there. Right on there. Why don't you chill out for a bit? Relax. Okay. Take it easy. All righty. So this is on the DC comic writer defends Antifa, this whole Greg Witta thing. Zach Richmond saying, me, a comic fan, crime is crime, no matter who's doing it. Gary Witta, but Batman has a social conscience. Okay, and he expands it. Me, crime is crime. And that's, Batman would see it that way. The Batman would see it that way. He wouldn't be like, oh, these people are poor. They deserve to burn down that building. They had hardships. Well, yeah, now so do the people that you burned down the building of. It's just a ridiculous story. Captain Frugal saying amazing video. Yes, it was. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. By the way, Captain Frugal is awesome. If you're not subscribed to his channel, you should. Wraith, who possibly is the most prolific commentator on my channel. He'll put 4 or 5 a video sometimes. If it was a matter of passing on that crime to go after a more serious crime, it would make sense. But the inner monologue isn't that. As I started writing, you basically said what I was trying to say. And in his tweets defending this, Greg or Gary, whatever his name was, he actually changed his whole story. Oh, he was going off to save a bus of children. You didn't write that, you jackass. You said that Batman wasn't protecting their profit margin. Eric Breen says, one of your best. I certainly appreciate that. I still think the America videos are, but go on ahead. This is kind of getting me back into form because, in all honesty, I've been running. I'm not able to think of ideas and such. So, and I think it's because I've been out of this kind of content for a long time. So when somebody sees something, they might think, oh, wow, that's content. And I just think, eh. And sometimes I actually think I've done this story before. Comic Boom. I met Heather at Antos at Calgary Expo. She has turned her negative online experiences into a positive. She sells pins that say, don't be a dick. Yeah. Hey, wait a second. That was something I have a video. I know I've said this many times about others, but I have a video where the whole thing is don't be a, I think it was the cosplay is not consent video. I did a whole cosplay is not consent video because this convention sent out a set of rules. And I was like, the entire thing could be changed. Don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick. She owes me royalties. Batman's social conscience would be donating money to help the cause, or even, yeah. I love the fact that people say that he doesn't help out other than beating the crap out of criminals. Like they've never heard of the Wayne Foundation. MKF30 is saying, yeah, the real Batman would never defend Antifa. It's so stupid. Great video, Anglantine. Thank you very much for the compliment. And I do believe he would be breaking up the riots, especially when they became violent. And yes, throwing a brick through a window is violent. Burning down a building is violent, whether there are people in there or not. One thing that gets me is how people are just so easy to view that as not violence, so long as it's the right politics for them. It's, I don't know. Mark Gage, Batman fights for the little guy. He is not an isolationist. He fight, yeah. That one scene they actually put in the article is from an older comic where he says no crime is too small, especially if it deals with drugs. That was the main thing. Okay, we go on to the. We did a live stream where me and Eric and RDV we talked about the best comic books series within a comic book series. Wraith is saying, I always felt Maximum Carnage could have just been a 2-issue of Unlimited. The 12 parts in the middle were filler. I agree. As you saw in the video, me and Eric, when RDV brought that up, was like, okay. This video was great. Who dat? Dat be Eric Back Issue Breen and the real Dr. Venkman. Let's see. Another great Avengers story was around 260s, 270s or so. Masters of Evil destroyed the Avengers mansion and beat up Hercules and Jarvis. I remember that story. I do. And that's in reference. I brought up when we brought up the Avengers, what's a good story within a story. I brought up the Korvac saga, the best Avengers story ever. Wraith is agreeing, saying Korvac is amazing. And then I really like the story where Nocturna tried to adopt Robin. I don't think I read that one, but thank you very much for turning my head to it. And then I did a comic book origins where I talk about the first appearance of characters. And I go through the book, kind of read it, tell you what's going on in there. It says DC needs to use more of their characters besides Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman because they have some awesome characters that they never use besides a side character. And unfortunately, this is a chicken before the egg situation. Like, are they only producing Batman because we're only buying Batman, or are we only buying Batman because that's all they're producing? Now, when Hawkman was out, I was singing the praises, but they were saying it had low sales. And obviously I'm not big enough to affect real change in sales, but there were some great smaller character books out there. Follow Venditti because he did Freedom Fighters and Hawkman. It was amazing. Hey, Black Cat, how you doing? Her definition of don't be a dick is basically don't disagree with me. Yeah, we discovered that a long time ago. Twitless is saying, hey, I like Maximum Carnage. So did RDV, even if it did take its sweet time, which it most certainly did. Okay, so me and Nerdette's newsstand, I got on her channel and she wanted to talk about the abortion thing, the Roe versus Wade, which I told her I do not like talking about that because pro and anti are never having the same conversation. We're talking about the baby. They're talking about the woman. And that's why you will never agree. And I told her this in the middle of it. I said, this is why I don't like talk about it, because you're not going to change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. It's a useless conversation. Vote, do what you can for that. But Nolan Nerd says comics need to bring in new blood, but the blood they bring in is not good or even decent, and it's not a direction that will make money. He also goes on to say, I agree with Nerdette. No one should be able to tell you what to do and with who. And I wish I could have caught this live. Occasionally, me and Nerdette get together. I take the promo and with her permission. I take the parts that I'm in and I put it on this channel. I call it He Said, She Said, which in all honesty, I think the two of us should get together. Some of these are so they're so much fun to do with her. She doesn't agree with me. I don't agree with her, but we're friends and we actually have conversations. And it is kind of cool to have one like that where there's not yelling and screaming. And then he goes on, explains his point. But once again, I'm not going to get into that. The elites and 1% in this country will have to get their baby food somewhere. Yeah, okay. This is one of the first videos I did. Racist UC Berkeley student block white students in protest. This is consistently one of my best performing videos every month. It's been around since the very beginning. Different rules for different people, from the people who know what it's like. What they were doing was they were blocking the bridge and making Asian and white students walk through the woods to get around. And the cops were just watching them. So it was ridiculous. But there you go. I'm going to stop right there for comments. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I like doing this and I have fun just kind of sitting here and talking about the news and reading comments. So if you guys want, by all means, leave your comments in the video section and I'll read them and answer them there. So anywho, as you guys heard, my daughter needs to be taken to the bank, so I'm going to call it here. Also, Twiddles just pooed on my leg and I want to clean it off. So if you so thank you very much for hanging out with us, guys. Once again, if you don't mind helping out the channel, in the bottom, the description, the thing that I'm trying to say, the thing. There's a link to Ko-Fi. If you don't mind helping out, just drop $1 in the till. Helps keep the lights on. Helps keep making videos for you, as I used to say in the beginning. This is the way I'm trying to make a living. So thank you very much to everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching. You kids have a good day now.